All right, we are day 2 here at Turkey Run in Indiana.
Light me up, don't you stop, 'cause tonight it's on the line. Show me how you get on down, close my eyes, take me for a ride. Got to be you. So come and light me up, I still need your fire.
The temperatures have dropped quite a bit. We went from 72 degrees down to, I think we're probably in the mid 50s right now. So definitely cooler, but still nice enough to get out there on those hiking trails and enjoy the outdoors. Today we're actually going to, the plan is to go through Trail 2 and connect to Trail 4 and do a big loop. It's probably about 3.5 miles is what I'm estimating. So that'll be a good hike for today. We can take our time, we can enjoy the outdoors and still get in a pretty good hike for the day. So hang in there and I'll show you exactly what we're experiencing today as we begin our hike.
And one day she said, write me a love song.
We are right on the edge here of the canyon. I don't know, it's probably about 25-foot drop right here on the edge.
Sweetheart, and promise nobody can steal me away. Then I am yours, 'cause I want you and I wanted you to know.
These leaves are slippery.
Started writing, probably something about her eyes and how they're always shining, or something cliche like ooh. Baby, I only want you. It's true. And then he said, I wrote you a love song and I tried to make it beautiful. It's a song about your sweet, sweetheart and how nobody can steal me away. Yeah, I am yours, 'cause I want you and I wanted you to know. As he sang, she started to dance, grabbed his arm and took his hand. He held her close under the moonlight.
The moss on these rocks right here makes everything look green. It's pretty cool looking. I think this is probably the greenest rock we've seen on this hike. All right, we are taking a break, a little rest here on our way on path number 2 here at Turkey Run in Indiana.
Path 2 has been pretty cool so far. There's not tons to it, but there are some pretty cool sights. There was, what was the name of that gulch? Do you remember? No, we'll write it.
We will write.
Yeah.
I got a picture of it.
There was a cool gulch. There was a couple staircases. The only thing that's kind of bad out here today is there's so many leaves you can't see where you're walking. I feel like I'm looking down the whole time because I keep tripping on things and apparently eating my hair too. But I keep tripping on things and I would say that's the worst part. And even on the stairs, a lot of them are angled like this. So when the leaves are on there, it's just slippery. So,
Yeah, it's a little slippery.
yeah, other than that, it's been a great hike. The
Yep.
weather today is totally different from yesterday's weather. Yesterday was super warm in the 70s, and today we're not even in 50s, so
And I don't think we're gonna hit 50. I know I said earlier we're gonna get mid 50s today. That's what the forecast was. That
No.
has changed. But you know something? To Julie's point, the weather has actually been really, really nice. I know it's cooler out here, but it's making for a very nice hike. And we're not cold. We're actually, I feel just right.
me too. And yesterday was a little warm for hiking, especially the hiking that we were doing, so
Yeah.
today's weather is actually perfect.
Yep. And right now, what we've done is we've exited some of the rock formation areas. We're going along the river, and we're into more of a, I would say, a wooded
Yeah,
forest area. It's really cool here too. So we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna start moving on, and we will intercept trail number 4 here.
tried so hard, stumbling in the dark to learn how to.
So we learned something new here at Turkey Run, which is that back in the early 1800s, I believe it was 1823, this land was purchased and owned by a couple named Salmon and Mary Lusk. And throughout their lifespan, they harvested trees in the area. They had a lumber mill. They built a beautiful home, brick home, and they had a son. They had multiple children, but they had one son actually inherited the property. It was John Lusk. And John was a bit of a hermit, according to what we've learned, and he lived at the old homestead. Well, to make it easier for him to get in and out of the home, or out of the wooded area from his home, he worked with the county, or had an agreement with the county, to build a road. So what we learned was part of the trails is the fill, the earth fill they called it.
Yep.
Where he attempted to build a road. Now, for whatever reason, the county didn't come through and they didn't build a road there. But the trails there and that covered bridge that we crossed was actually built at the same time the road was being built. So that covered bridge must have been part of the road that he was attempting to build to get to his home.
And John actually sold 2 of the trees from his property he sold them for $25,000. And back in that day, that's a crazy amount of money. I have no idea what those trees could have been, or if they were just large trees, or if they were a special tree or what, but that's a lot of money for back then. And he put all that into building that road and then it never happened. So that's kind of interesting.
So we were going pretty much through the wooded area, wooded trails, on trail number 4. We rounded back down. We're heading down towards the suspension bridge again, and we come right across some of the old other trails that we walked in where we were down like into the canyon area. We are now on top of that on the ridge. So I know that the video is not going to give you the perspective that we have, but this is a crazy drop off right here, straight down 40 feet maybe? I don't know. If I was to guess, probably 40 feet. Check this out. Very narrow path.
Stay close when it rains. Let me keep parts of you. Hand in hand is how we sleep every night. And I will watch you, breath after breath. Hold on, so beautiful. And if you fall, I will catch.
Look at the canyon walls that we're in right now. I would say probably the width here, what would you say, Julie, about 4 feet across?
Yeah.
Something like that. It's pretty narrow. It's neat. It's so neat to be down into this canyon area. And it's a little tricky to navigate. All right, we gotta figure out how to get down across that. Without slipping and falling. Well, that concludes our trip here at Turkey Run in Indiana. We were here for 2 days and we just saw a glimpse of what they offer here at Turkey Run. This is an amazing state park, and if you get a chance, get out here and do some hiking. This is fantastic.
Live your best journey.
I can, so beautiful. can hear you within the silence. Ooh.